Yo guys, welcome back to another Five Nights Tower Defense video, and today we are going to be showing off the brand new Scott Cawthon that just released today. Alright, so first of all, we got his box right here, and let's see what we get. Shiny perchance? Nope, that's perfectly fine. Alright, let's look at his stats. So, 6 assist, we just got him. So, he has a new type, which is Splash, which is basically every single AoE. Like, this piercing is basically a splash. This AoE is a splash, but they're all a little different. Like, AoE is just the whole area. Piercing is like through a line. Splash should literally just be whatever they're hitting. It's gonna be like an explosive basically. So they're more of like a melee explosive than a splash based on the hammer. And their stats is looking actually so insane. I don't know how many you can place, but like he can do 2000 DPS while splashing, and he has 45 range maxed out. Like, if you guys want to like compare that to Shadow Bonnie does 1600 DPS. So if you can place 2 of these Scotts, I'm literally gonna say it right now, he's better than Shadow Bonnie, which is absolutely insane. Like, are you serious? Yeah, we need to get a good enchant on this character and see how they do. But looks like they dropped another broken character that they might end up nerfing, like Abyssal Foxy. I only have 1 soul right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some more souls and hopefully I can get a good enchant. Alright, so I went ahead and got him an enchant, and of course I get withered, but that is perfectly fine. I at least want some sort of good enchant on him, just so this showcase isn't too boring and we can actually see him at better potential. I could show him off with no enchant, but I think if I ever do that, then I probably would do like that compared to his max with like shiny and vengeance. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I can actually place him right away, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and try that out and see how he does. So he's doing 1250 per 1.8 seconds, and he already just destroyed that Foxy. He did not stand a chance. I'm actually gonna go ahead and save up for this. Let me see if I can skip again. Yep, I can. Oh, I can't place any more of him. Oh, okay. So you can only place 1 of them. That's perfectly fine. I think that does make him a lot worse though. Let me go ahead and just fully max him out though. But that's also that, like, so I've also been like theorizing, like, I wonder if they would ever make a character where you can only place 1 of them, but they of course end up being insanely good, and it seems like he is one of them. Also, whoa, he has 6 levels. I just spent a lot of money. I didn't realize it. I think I spent like $1 million because I think the sell rate is like half. But in terms of how well he is doing right now with just level 1 boosters, he's literally doing like 300,000 DPS. I think he's still like very valuable though. I'm gonna go ahead and place him right here so his range will be fully utilized, but I think he can literally solo this stage. Alright, so we place him here. First upgrade is 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, and then 30,000, and then he's just all maxed out and insanely good. Let's go ahead and give him the max boosters now. And there we go. He is fully boosted now. I think, is that his stats? There it goes. Sometimes it's a little delayed. So he's doing at least 400,000 DPS. I don't fully know the calcs for it. It could actually be like, not 400,000, but 4,000. And it could be 6,000. I'm not fully sure how the calcs work. But either way, like, it seems really good for like him being pretty cheap and him having insane range, and also of course doing a bit of like AoE. He also just looks awesome. Like, everyone should buy him for sure. Like, they could also like buff him. I'm not completely sure if they would buff him. I think he's actually good enough for now. And if you guys would want like a buff where you can place multiple of them, I also doubt they would do that. They seem to want to have only 1 of him because he is like Scott Cawthon. There would only be 1 Scott Cawthon, but all the other animatronics, like, you can technically build more of those animatronics. I guess maybe Spring Bonnie when there's only 1 guy in the suit, but we'll see. So like, it is cool to see that we have now gotten a character where you can only place one of them. I think those characters are going to be like one of the most fun ones to use, just because you have one mega powerful character. I was thinking they would save that for a nightmare, and also like if they make a Scott Cawthon character, they would also save him for a nightmare. But like a 2-day exclusive character is also perfectly fine. They could always make like another version of Scott Cawthon as a nightmare, but there's a good chance that this is the only Scott Cawthon we ever get. So that's only like more reason for everyone to get this guy. Anyways, this guy quite literally just soloed this whole event. Like, I guess we did also use boosters, but that's just to show his true potential. Like, look at bro, he is absolutely insane. I think I do want to try him out in Nightmare and see how well he does of this exact stage, because like just soloing a stage, like just soloing this stage on easy is already impressive. Like, I want to see if he would actually be more impressive in Nightmare. Like, if he does help out a lot in Nightmare for this, then I think we can say that he does not need any buffs. Like, he's already insanely good. Let's go ahead and try him out though. So, of course, you can use him as a starter for this. You guys already saw that he did perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and place him like this, so then we get the full circle, and let's see how well he does. I don't think I did have it on auto skip, but he still would have like been able to do insanely good in auto skip. All right, so not doing too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the damage booster already. Oh, I placed 2 of them. Oh, that's not good. Range booster won't help too much right now. He's not looking to be too good as a starter. If he could place a second one at the start, it would be better. So he's obviously not gonna solo this by himself. I'm gonna go ahead and actually try with this and basically just put like my Witch Chica. I think she'll help out a lot. Just the fact that we have him as a cheap option to start off with, even if you can only place one of him, like just one of him has already insanely good performance. Let's see if placing him here would make a difference. I'll make money faster and I can just place the Witch Chica sooner. Nah, it's not gonna really help out enough. Ooh, that was pretty close, but he's goated. He has all the way up to level 6, yeah, and the star goes back to red. Oh, and now he's cracked. Alright, let's go ahead and sell him and place him up here. And he can do his thing again. And yeah, okay, so honestly, like, there's a chance he could solo this. I wouldn't go too far saying that, honestly. But man, he technically can like solo this, because like I've used like Leviathan to beat this, and if I beat this with Scott instead of Leviathan, then I think Leviathan is the best character in the game. Like, I think Scott might be like, if Scott can beat this, then he is the best character in the game. Okay, I would stand by that if he beats this. Let's go ahead and see if he can though. I mean, just his utility, like he has like good range and the damage. We're literally like running Hawaii Endo. I don't think like Hawaii Endo is like a serious character you can run for like beating these nightmare stages, but like if Scott Cawthon is that good, then you obviously can use him, just because Scott is just gonna carry you anyways. Just his range and his overall damage with the piercing or splashing, like that's already enough for him to just be insanely good. Let's see if he can take out these high HP characters though. They're up to 100,000, I believe. Yep. He is getting some support from these guys though, but like, especially since he's only normal and withered, like I wouldn't really rely on him to solo this. Looks like they're getting pretty close though. This is where his new splash mechanic won't be the absolute best, because he's obviously not splashing everyone there, even though his range is that big. Looks like we will be losing here though. I don't know though, that was still a very impressive showing. Like, I just replaced Hawaii Endo for like another character who also does like splash damage, maybe like Abyssal Foxy to slow everyone down, and like Scott is just a legit option for that stuff. And I think that anyone that's good in nightmare stages would just be good in general, unless of course if it's like a niche situation like Toy Bonnie. But yeah, either way, this guy is awesome. I like him. Very cool. Good character that they released, and he's not too expensive either, so like anyone who was complaining about like not being able to get Tarnished, they should be able to get Scott. And I think that they should, because there's only going to be one of him, and he is very good. Alright, so I might as well include this in the video. It seems like they actually did a huge buff to Valk Chica already. And so what they did is the 10 range that you can see here, that's pretty obvious. But if we look here, it says 3 placements for Valk Chica. That is insane because she is now the best DPS by far. She does 1,200 more than second place, which is a huge gap. It's hard for me to tell if she is now better than characters like Leviathan and Shadow Bonnie, but that is very good. The fact that she has a good amount more range than Leviathan and Shadow Bonnie, and has 3 placements, so she technically has even more range than them, and does a good amount more DPS. There's a chance that you can make a case that she is better now, but with like Nightmare stages, like Nightmare Night 6 of Fnaf 3, I still think Leviathan will be better for that situation, but this is a very good buff for her and will make her feel a lot better to play. And either way, she is for sure the best DPS unit in the game now. And while we're here, we might as well take a look at these 2 characters. These are the 2 new recent characters that they released that are both coin characters. And it seems like Spring Bonnie does a little bit less damage than Scott, but Scott does AoE, and Scott also does the same amount of DPS as War Machine Foxy. And Scott, I think in total, does cost either around the same or a bit more expensive than War Machine Foxy, but overall, like, he does have more range and has the splash damage. So I actually think that he is gonna replace War Machine Foxy as the best mid-game unit slash starter, because there is still some stages where you can place down a character for 5,000, and there's most likely going to be more stages in Fnaf 4 where the starting price will be 5,000. But yeah, either way, really good character. Tarnished is also really good. We can compare Tarnished's stats to Endo02 and Rad Freddy, and he is doing more than double. So I think it's easy to say that in terms of DPS, Tarnished is a way better DPS starter than Rad and Endo02. It's still really good and should cost either the same or less than maxing out Endo02 and Rad. Maybe a little bit more. This is just guesstimating, because characters like Scott and Tarnished have extra levels, boost them up to end up costing more than these other characters, but either way, still really good. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.